Hello, I'm Rad, and welcome to my Minecraft tutorial on how to get to the Ender Dragon. I'm playing this on the PlayStation 4 version of Minecraft, and I've put together the key elements that I found the easiest way to actually get to the Ender Dragon itself. So let's get going. This is the end portal, and the end portal can be found in strongholds on your world map, normally underground. And the end portal is activated by filling in the slots that you saw with Eyes of Ender. And I'll show you how to create or get the Eyes of Ender, and also how to find the stronghold. And once that's activated, you go through to the end, and the end is where the dragon is. So the first thing to do is mine for some obsidian block. I'm not going to obviously have to tell you how to create various things on the PlayStation 4 version or console version, because the user interface for crafting gives you all the information you need, and it's quite easy for you to actually craft. So you'll need a diamond pickaxe to mine obsidian, and it's the only type of pickaxe that will be able to break it. You need to find yourself some lava. Now, not flowing lava, but a pool of lava will do. Get yourself a bucket of water and your diamond pickaxe, and once you've found that pool of lava, you basically create a water flow over that pool of lava, and that creates your obsidian block. So as you can see here, this can occur naturally if there's some running water over a pool of lava in the first place, or you can create it yourself. The easiest way to do that is to place the water on a block above so it flows over, and you can quickly grab that water back, and as you can see, it creates your obsidian block. But you have to be careful, because it's quite likely that just below the obsidian block that you've created there will be lava below there. So when you actually start to mine it, which I'll show you in a second, there's a technique to it. You have to be careful, obviously you don't want to fall in, and I would suggest saving before you actually go anywhere near the lava as well. So it does take quite a while to get through a block of obsidian, but it doesn't do too much damage to your diamond pickaxe. You can always use that and keep that for later. But as you can see, I lost that original block, and that is because there is lava below. But I clicked the water on the edge of the block above, and it flew over and created another block of obsidian below. So as you start to mine around the blocks, be careful about potentially what you think could be lava on the other side if you can't see it. Push yourself up to the edge of the block, don't push any further forward, and just leave your finger on the button to mine, and the block will pop towards you, and there you've collected some obsidian. Grab your bucket of water, do the same again on the edge of the block above, and then water will flow, and you just need to quickly flick the water onto the edge and grab it back so it doesn't then push you back, because you could potentially be doing this with lava behind you as well, so you need to be careful. Continue to do that, and you will continue to quite easily collect blocks of obsidian. Okay, step 2, create a portal and go to the Nether. So you might be wondering why I'm asking you to collect obsidian blocks. Is to create a portal to go to the Nether, because in the Nether there's a key element that we need in order to create the Eye of Ender. So Nether portals, they are 4 across and 5 high. You can build them with the corners missing as well, and they will still light, but I prefer to just build the full shape of a normal portal. Now, before you go through to the portal, I would advise that you leave anything behind you don't want to potentially lose. Take a lot of cobblestone with you, because when you get through in the Nether, a new portal will be created which will connect with the one that you've just gone through, and it's a good idea to protect that portal with cobblestone and build yourself a little base. Okay, so now that you've built your portal, you need to light it, and in order to light that portal you need a flint and steel. So you can do that with an iron ingot and a piece of flint. I've already got one handy, and then just walk up to it, click on it, and that lights your portal. So obviously I already have a portal, and I will step through this and show you what it looks like. So as you can see, I've used a lot of cobblestone building a base around that portal just to protect it, and so there's no ghasts that will do anything to me when I go through. As you can see, I'm being fired on already, so not particularly hospitable place. Now everything you've done up to this point has been fairly straightforward, but this will take you a little bit of time once you're in the Nether to protect yourself. But the next stage is to find some blaze. So number 3, kill some blaze and collect blaze rods. Now the best way to do this is get yourself a bow, lots of arrows, because you want to try and tackle the blaze from a distance, because the closer you get to them, the more agitated they get, and they're likely to fire firing balls at you as well. So the best place to find them, as far as I've found, is on pathways connected to a nether fortress. And there you see them. So there's 4 there, and a ghast popped right up in front of us. So you have to be careful when you're around ghasts when they fire balls at you, and the blaze as well, because the netherrack that's all around us will just explode and go on fire continuously. So try and take them out. If you hit them with 1 arrow, then the blaze will rise up, and then you'll have to readjust to try and hit them again. So what I would suggest, again, only take what you need with you, and save regularly. So you can possibly turn off the autosave and save when you feel like it, just to make sure you don't lose everything that you've got. Now you can make this a little easier for yourself by enchanting a bow, so you can get more strength into it. And there's one of them firing at me because I got a bit close. There's a pigman. There's a zombie pigman. They won't do any damage to you unless you actually attack them. Then you're likely to have a pigman horde in your hands coming after you. So once you've got rid of the blaze and any other dangers that may be surrounding you, it is also possible to hit those flaming balls back. If you time it just right, you can knock them back. You can also knock them back with a firing an arrow at them as well. And there are the blaze rods. So there's 2 blaze rods. So I would suggest getting around 15 blaze rods, and that should do for what you actually need them for. Next stage, number 4. Kill some Endermen and collect Ender Pearls. Now the end portal requires 12 Eyes of Ender, so I would suggest collecting more than that, and I'll show you why later in the video. Of course you'll need an equivalent number of Ender Pearls first. So what I did was I cleared an area of desert, and at the night obviously the various mobs spawn, despawn and then spawn again, and continue searching. Got myself up high on a perch and looked for the Enderman. At this stage you'll also need a pumpkin. Put the pumpkin on your head, and that enables you to go up to the Enderman. You'll have to deal with whatever's around you as well. As long as you've got some armor on, you should be okay. And then when you actually strike the Enderman, he'll keep coming back at you and he won't actually disappear. And as you can see, down on the floor, I have an Ender Pearl. So you can collect quite a few in one night, but you need to keep trying in successive nights until you collect enough. Or you can enchant your sword and try and get looting on there, and sharpness as well will help you kill Endermen a lot quicker. As you can see down to the right there, as I'm putting my helmet back on, there's another Enderman there. Just get rid of this witch. And as I walk forward to collect this, there's another 2 Endermen in the distance. So there's plenty of Endermen around. So it shouldn't be too difficult for you to actually collect a number of Ender Pearls. Okay, number 5. Craft the Eye of Ender or trade for them. So you've got your blaze rods and you've got your Ender Pearls. And now you can create your Eye of Enders. Take your blaze rods first, go to the food section and you will see blaze powder. So you get 2 blaze powder for each blaze rod, so do as many blaze powder as you have Ender Pearls. And then when you go to your tools and weapons section, go right to the end and you will find Eye of Ender. So 1 pearl, 1 blaze powder, and you get Eye of Ender. So it's ideal to have obviously more than the 12 Eye of Ender that you need to activate the end portal. So I'd suggest maybe having, I think I started with 17 or 20, however many, but I'll show you why that's important. But you can also trade with villagers to gain Eye of Ender. So you need to find your villager that's got them, and the priest here seems to have them, and he's looking for 8 emeralds. So I need to find a villager who's willing to provide some emeralds for me with in exchange of items that I have, whether that be wheat or raw chicken or zombie flesh. I've currently got 7 emeralds and he's going to offer me some emeralds, so I'm going to give him all this wheat. And anytime you trade with a villager, you'll also notice that when you go back to them, they will offer you something different. Let's find the priest again. Over there, his purple jacket. And give him the emeralds. And there you have it. Another way of getting an Eye of Ender. Okay, number 6. Find the Stronghold and the end portal. So now that you've got your Eye of Ender, you use those to locate the Stronghold. So take your Eye of Ender, make sure you've got enough, more than obviously the 12 that you need to put in the end portal, and throw it up into the air, and you'll see that it drifts in a particular direction. Now that's the direction of the Stronghold. Sometimes they'll explode in the air, sometimes they'll drop back down to the ground and you can pick them back up and reuse them. But that's why you need more than what you actually need to put into the end portal. Don't throw them as often as I am in this demonstration. I know that my Stronghold's quite close, but I was just demonstrating that if you look in another direction, it's going to carry on floating in the direction of the Stronghold. Now I did this on horseback originally, and I went the distance of 1 map on my large world, so I was quite lucky. Obviously I wouldn't recommend throwing the Eye of Ender over water, because obviously if it does drop down, it's going to go to the bottom of the water and you're more than likely not going to get them back. So as you get closer and very close to where your Stronghold could be located, you'll see that when you throw them up in the air, the Eye of Ender drop down and float to the level of the ground, and at that point you know you need to dig down. So dig down at an angle, not obviously straight down because you don't quite know what's going to be down there. And after I dug down so far, I found this stone and cracked stone and mossy stone, and that was the outline of a stronghold. There was also quite conveniently the stairwell into it as well. So this has got jails in it, iron doors, iron bars, all of that you can mine and take with you. And there were some mobs to get rid of in here as well. Keep looking around, and eventually you will find your end portal. Take your Eye of Ender and fill up the remaining slots that will activate the portal, jump through, you will be in the end, and you'll have to deal with the Ender Dragon. Well, thanks very much for watching. I hope you find that useful. If there's anything that wasn't clear, let me know in the comments and I'll see if I can clarify it for you. If you want to find out about enchanting your weapons in any way, I can do a tutorial of that, just let me know. Or anything else you might like to actually know about. Give us a like, and if this video gets to over 500 likes, then I'll post a video on how I deal with the Ender Dragon, which is something I've not actually done yet. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.